I would say welcome back to my channel, but I've been the one who's been MIA, so hi, I'm back. Dang, it's been what, like a year and a half since I posted a video. So absolutely my fault, but I'm back. I have the content you guys asked for. Here it is. Givenchy Beauty is launching, or has just launched, in Dillards at Penn Square Mall here in Oklahoma City, where I live. And it's really exciting because it's the first Givenchy Beauty counter in any Dillards, and it's the only Givenchy Beauty counter in Oklahoma. So it's the only place that you can get the entire Givenchy line in Oklahoma, and that's really exciting. So I thought that I would bring to you guys a video of my top products from the line, and then later on I'll have a haul video of all the things that I've recently purchased from the line. Today I'm in store with the full setup with all the products that I think are the most notable things that I really want to talk about, but there's so much more, and the line is extremely creative, very innovative. There's just some super cool products that just other lines don't have, that I think everybody can find something that they like. And so I didn't find very many videos on YouTube about Givenchy Beauty when I went and did my research, or just googled or looked up YouTube videos like I normally would. There's not a whole lot, so I wanted to make sure that I could do a video that showcased the really cool fun things that the line does have. We'll just jump into it and get started with my top Givenchy Beauty products. I want to start off and get the skincare out of the way. I was very surprised by how much I like a lot of the skincare items. I'm a skincare freak. Like I'm very, very particular about my skin and making sure that all the hard work and all the products that I have bought over the years are truly paying off for my skin. And when we found out that Givenchy Beauty would be launching in our city, my skin was in a place that it wasn't in a good place. I was breaking out often. I can also honestly say that I wasn't washing or cleansing my face as thoroughly as I could. I was definitely washing my face, but I wasn't paying as much attention. I was definitely being lazy with my skincare, and so having something new to try really gave me a reason to go full force and really get back into my skincare routine. And two things that I've been loving for the little bit that I've been able to use the products since we started getting like testers and samples here in Oklahoma. The first of the items I'm going to mention is this Ready to Cleanse Micellar Water Toner. I know the light is bright, so I don't know if you guys can really see that there. There we go. So you can see it's a very watery consistency, just like most toners are. But what I like about this is it's kind of your two-in-one. So in the morning, I'm pretty lazy when it comes to my skincare. At night, I like to double cleanse. I'll use a gel or oil-based cleanser, go back in with some type of foaming cleanser, usually with my Clarisonic, and then use a toner. I'm very thorough at night because typically that's when I'm washing off all my makeup from the day. Well, in the morning, I've washed my face at night. Definitely, you know, we get dirt, debris, pollution at night too while you're sleeping, so we want to make sure to cleanse the skin again in the morning. But I don't like going through that whole routine all over again, and I find that it's not really necessary. I wasn't wearing makeup in my sleep, and you guys shouldn't be either. So I like the idea of a micellar water and then following that up with a toner. And so with this, you get both in one. And I find that this does do really, really well at actually cleansing the skin, but then it's also going to prep your skin and balance out the pH of your skin like a toner should. Then I have here the Hydra Sparkling Sheet Masks. So I love this little packaging that it comes in. It looks like how your typical, what am I trying to say? Like face wipes come in like a package like that, but it's actually a sheet mask. So you open it up and you can take out, I'm going to take out one of the masks to show you guys. But just like your typical sheet mask, but I love that you get them all in this little pack. It comes with 14, I believe. And then there you have it. So obviously I'm not going to put one on, but I love the texture and the formula of the fluid in the mask. It's extremely hydrating. I've just kind of rubbed it on my hand. It's extremely hydrating, but it's not just a hydrating right then and then really goes away. Like I feel like my skin stays very hydrated. You can see that that didn't like just go away very fast. It leaves a nice look to the skin, and my skin just feels really good for a long time after using it. I kind of like doing that maybe once or twice a week, just kind of more of as a treatment. And then because I do have really dry skin, that's been a nice little pick-me-up for my skin when I'm feeling at my driest, to just put one of those on, lounge around, read a book, study for class, and then my skin is really hydrated. It's not something that you want to rinse off or wipe away. You do want to massage the serum from the mask in after you've taken off the sheet, and then proceed with your normal skincare routine. Now we get into the makeup goodies. And there's a lot of other skincare that I've been loving, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in the haul. But those were 2 items that I really wanted to mention that are just quick, simple, easy items that you don't find from a lot of other places. So I definitely thought that those were extremely mentionable products. So now we'll get into some of the makeup. I want to start off with, let's start off with concealers. So I have here the Teint Couture Everwear concealers. I've been liking these because they're very thin and very smooth, but still give amazing coverage, and they last really, really well. It's not often that I can wear a concealer without having to put a powder on top of it, but with these I don't have to. There's 2 different colors that I've been loving. One that's going to be my brighter highlighting color, and then one that's going to be more natural, a little bit closer to my skin tone, and also something that I can just put on when I'm not wearing any other makeup, to just brighten under the eyes or take away any of the darkness. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that. It's not your traditional doe foot applicator. It's got this really nice, I believe it's shaped like a heart, but it's got a really nice point to it, so you can get into all those little tiny areas. And then the way that it applies, I love. It's just a very, very smooth consistency, very skin-like. It's not too thick. I don't feel caked up underneath my eyes when I put this on. And then, like I said, it lasts very well. That is number 42. So I find that one's one that's a little bit closer to my skin. It is going to brighten. It's not my exact skin tone. But that's something that I would wear on a more natural looking day, or if I'm not going to be wearing any other makeup. I really like that color. The other one that I like to wear is number 32. I'm not going to go through and show you guys all the colors, but that's the consistency. And so I found lately that my concealers that I've been using were just either too thick, they started to get kind of cakey, or because my skin is dry, it just wasn't meshing well with my skin, especially going into these fall winter months. My skin is a lot drier, and so that one has been extremely comfortable, extremely smooth. I have it on today. It's bright, but it's not too bright. And I typically wear the MAC Pro Longwear concealer, and I just find lately that that one's just too thick, almost too much coverage. And so I think this might end up being my new favorite concealer, because I just love the skin-like look of it, but I still get the coverage that I need to cover any darkness that I have under the eyes. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is the Teint Couture Radiant Drops. This is the packaging here. This is the gold one. I love this packaging, it's so pretty. But it is a liquid highlighter, and I love that the applicator, it does have the little dropper, but then the applicator itself is actually a brush. And so you can drop some on, or you can use the brush to actually paint it on. But what I like about this is it gives a like lightweight glow to the skin. You can definitely see it, and it's quite light on my skin tone, but it just gives this really pretty sheen that's not overpowering, but it's still bright and it looks highlighted. And so I do have some of it on here. I applied it after I'd already done my makeup with just a brush, and just kind of tapped it in, so I could definitely go heavier. But I just like, I love the look of that, especially in the light. It just gives the prettiest sheen. So there's a gold version that I just showed you, and then there is this pink version. I like the gold more on my skin tone, but the pink is really pretty as well. I haven't been too into highlighters lately, and so that's been a nice item that I can throw into my routine, that I can still get that highlighted look, but it's not anything that's overpowering, and it allows me to get a little bit of a lighter look out of my highlighter. So up next, before I get into the lip category, which is what I have the most of, because Givenchy is just, they have a stellar selection of lip products. So before I go into that, I've got 2 more items to show you. First, I want to talk about the Disturbia felt tip eyeliner. So this is what the The packaging looks like this really pretty, sleek red packaging. But what I love is the tip, the felt tip of the brush or of the pen. Most felt tip liners that I find are either too stiff or too flimsy. There's never that perfect in between. This is the perfect in between. I hope that I can get a good line out of this, but it's just super easy to use. Yeah, super easy to use. I can get a good line even when I'm not trying. You can get really thin because the tip of it is super duper thin, but you also still get a good amount of control because this upper part, it does get thicker. This is like a new holy grail for me. I never thought that I would be able to say that about any felt tip pen liner because I just usually don't love them. I used the Kat Von D one for years and it was good, and it's still good. It's a great eyeliner, but it was just always like I was searching for something better and could never find it. I found it. That one is better, and that's one of my favorite products out of the entire line because of how easy it is to use, but how necessary it was in my makeup routine because I did not have something that did it as well as that does. And then the last thing before we get into the lip category is going to be mascara. So I picked my favorite two, but I will say I love all the mascaras. There was not one of the mascaras that did not do a good job. Not all of them are for me and my lashes, but I did enjoy every single mascara. There's 5 different mascaras, and then there's a mascara primer, and I love the primer as well. But I just like too much stuff to be able to include that one in my top 5 or top 10. But that primer is amazing. But I'm going to talk about, I did bundle these two together because mascara is the category. This is the Disturbia, the Volume Disturbia mascara, and then the Noir Couture mascara. I'll start with the Volume Disturbia. I'm a sucker for mascaras that have a more spiky bristled brush instead of like your traditional brush hairs. And so this one I love because it's short, stubby spikes. So not anything that's going to poke your eye out, but also not anything that's so short that it gets clumpy. The formula of it is quite thin, but then it's also very black. It really coats every single lash. It gives a good amount of volume, but it also gives great length. Out of all of them, this is my favorite. But I also wanted to mention the Noir Couture because on the occasion that I just want something more simple, like a very natural look, not anything too heavy, I really like this one because it gives kind of a fluffy lash appearance. So it has the 3 different spheres on it, all connected, and what that does is help you get into every single crack crevice. It coats and wraps around every single lash, and then you can come on the tip of it with that top sphere, and you can go into those outer corners and inner corners where it's harder to reach the lash. And so I've really been loving this one. Sometimes I'll use both of them. I really like layering mascaras from any brand, but sometimes I'm just going for a different look, and so then I'll pick between those 2 mascaras. But now we've reached the lip category. I'm super excited. I'm going to start off with the lip color that I have on. So this is the Rouge Interdit vinyl formula. So it comes in this beautiful packaging like this. These 2 shades, however, are limited edition. These are a part of the fall collection. So typically it would be in a black packaging, same shape, same style, but black. Whereas these come in the shade of whatever color they are. So there's a purple one and a pink one. I have on the pink one right now. I'm so in love with these that I bought multiples just to make sure that I never run out, or at least I don't run out for a while because I've been wearing these so often. So again, I have on the pink one. They're called Shadow Pink and Shadow Purple. Those are the names of the colors, and you'll see what I mean when I swatch these. They give this very pretty, like dusty undertone to them, and it's just such a unique color. So that's the pink one, and then that's how it looks in the tube. They're infused with black rose oil. Anything that has kind of this ribbon design from Givenchy has the rose oil in it, but that's what's going to be hydrating and kind of helps to give it the shine. And because I'm more of a gloss person, I don't really do like matte lipsticks. I love that formula because it gives me the look of a gloss, but the texture and the longevity of a lipstick. So I've been in love with those, but the one I'm really in love with is the purple. And I wanted to do the pink today because I do the purple a lot more often, so I wanted to show off the pink one, but this is the purple. Let's see here. I have never seen a color quite like that purple. It's such a pretty color. Again, kind of has that dusty undertone, almost like a little bit of gray. And so it's just a super unique color, something that I've never seen before and that I definitely don't have in my collection of lipsticks. So I could not resist those, and again, I bought a few of them to make sure that I never run out or go without one. Okay, up next we're going to talk about the Encre Interdit. I hope I'm saying that right. It's the lip ink, so it's going to perform, it's a lip stain. But what I find is the texture is in between a lip stain and a liquid lipstick. It's not a super thin consistency, but it definitely dries down, super, you know, dry down, more like a stain. But you get a little bit of the texture of a liquid lipstick. It's not that super thin texture, and it's not uncomfortable. It's not extremely drying. So this is what the packaging looks like, and so you can see the color there at the bottom. This color is called Stereo Brown, and then that's the wand. So I really like the way that the wand, like, you're able to really wrap around the lips. Like, it comes to a point at the top to where you can get that Cupid's bow, but then the way that the applicator is, I hope that you guys can see that, really just hugs the lips. And so this is the color of the Stereo Brown. So on me, it's a really pretty brown nude. And so I've been wearing this a lot as well, and sometimes I'll even put this on as a base and then do some type of lipstick on top just to increase the longevity of it by having this on first. But I'm in love with these, and the dry down is beautiful. So I'll let that dry and I'll show you guys in just a second. And so now you can see it's almost completely dry, but that's the lip ink in Stereo Brown. So then I wanted to show you guys a gloss, because it wouldn't be a Janae video without a gloss. I love lip glosses, and so this is the Noir Révélateur lip gloss. So it's actually a black lip gloss. They have a black lip gloss, black lip liner, and a black lipstick, but none of them actually look black on the lips. They all adjust to the natural pH and the natural color of your lips. And so on me, this goes to a very pretty kind of like mauve color. Let's see, let's find a spot here, right here. So you can see it goes on kind of black, and then it will start to adjust to my skin tone. And it goes just a little bit more like a mauve berry color on me. I've seen it go quite pink on some people. I've seen it go a little darker. So it definitely is just going to depend on your lip color. But then also you can put this on top of your lipstick and it will deepen the color of what you already have on. Hopefully this looks okay because I cannot see. It's also extremely nourishing for your lips. Then it just deepens the lipstick or lip color that you already have on. So I've really been loving that. It's extremely, it's not thin, but it's not thick and goopy either, and it's not sticky. It feels really, really good, really soothing, and it has that ribbon detailing on the packaging, and so again that means that it has the rose oil in it. So then last but certainly not least is the Rouge Perfecto lip balms. This is by far my absolute favorite product that the brand makes. Again, I'm more of a gloss person. I'm not a huge lipstick wearer, and if I do wear lipstick, it's typically not a matte lipstick. It's usually going to be something that has a little bit more of a glossy texture to it, or on a daily basis, especially when I'm being lazy or if I'm not at work, I wear lip balm. And so these Perfecto lip balms are extremely nourishing. They have a little bit of a tingle to them, so they are going to plump the lips. They have hyaluronic acid in it to help with the hydration and plumping of the lips. It's going to fill in the fine lines on the lips, and then also give a little bit of tingle to the lips. Did I already say tingle? Maybe I did. But anywho, I really love these. So I'm going to show you guys. This one is the #1, which is the most transparent shade. It almost has no color, but it adjusts to the natural pink of your lips and your pH of your lips. So I've got a little bit just right here, and so you can see it's the back of my hand, so it's not going to get as pink as it kind of does on my lips. But you can see that it has a really good shine to it, that balmy look, but it does have a little bit of a tint to it. So I really like that for when I just don't feel like wearing lipstick, or if I just need something really nourishing on my lips. But the kicker is the packaging. The packaging on this is beautiful. So this is genuine leather casing. I believe the leather is from recycled Givenchy handbags, which is really cool. But it's this beautiful pink casing, and then you can see down here at the bottom it has this stud detail. So it's got the stud on both sides. You grab that, and that is how you pull out the lipstick. Isn't that super cute? So I really like the packaging. The packaging itself makes it like the perfect accessory. And so that's it, you guys. That wraps up our video. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this, and I hope that this gave you some insight on some really cool and exciting Givenchy products that until it came to Oklahoma City, I never had the opportunity to try. So if this is something that you find might be interesting for you, or you just never would have thought to try it, I definitely encourage you guys to find your nearest store and try out these products. And if you're in the Oklahoma City area, definitely come by Dillards in Penn Square Mall and take a look at the products. I don't think that you'll regret it at all. I think that everybody can find something that they like. Even if you don't change your whole routine to Givenchy, because I haven't, you can definitely find some things to incorporate into your routine, or just some really cool products that you can't find in another brand that nobody else has thought of. So definitely keep checking out my videos. Stay tuned. I will do more videos. The next video will probably be a haul on all the things that I have personally purchased. And then I can always do, you know, a makeup look or something if you guys are interested. Comment below anything that you guys want to specifically see from me, and I promise I will try my best to not let a year and a half go by without uploading a video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.